Do you remember that time, not that long ago, you ran into a homeschool parent? And as soon as she or he said that they homeschool, boom, you were like, nah, I could never do that. I don't even know how you do that. How do you do that? But now you calling your little homeschool friends talking about something. But for real though, how do you do that? Yeah, let's talk about it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the village. My name is Ashante, and yeah, I know it's been a while. I'm trying to do better, y'all, but like you guys, I'm insanely busy, and with this COVID breakout, it's only gotten worse. But I have noticed that my phone has quite a few more phone calls and text messages about how do you homeschool, and I think it's because you guys have been forced into homeschooling. So I wanted to just do kind of an introduction video for you to let you know that when you are reaching out to that one person or two people, if you're lucky, that you know that homeschool, these are the thoughts that are going through our mind. Just kind of give you a little inside scoop. Before I do that, let me tell you a little bit about me. Like I said, my name is Ashante. I am a single parent homeschooler to one amazing 11-year-old little girl. We've been homeschooling now for about 4 years, and we really enjoy it. It has its ups and downs like everything else, but the pros absolutely outweigh the cons for us. Because I am a single parent, I have to work. So I understand when you're like, oh my God, working and homeschooling is so tough. It is, period. I am a critical care nurse at a large facility here in Houston. And, that's busy in and of itself. But now with the coronavirus, it's insanely busy. And I don't think on this channel I've ever asked you guys for anything, but I'm going to pull my I need some help card. If I can ask you guys to please be in prayer for all of the nurses and physicians and phlebotomists and maintenance and cleaning people that are working in the hospitals and the clinics around this country, I'd really appreciate it. This outbreak is not something that I ever thought I would see in my career, in my country. And just honestly, it's exhausting. We're all tired, and just like the public is scared, we're not exempt from that. We have our fears as well. And so we definitely need your prayers for protection and strength and endurance during this time. And if I could take it one step further, if you have a cousin or brother or sister who is in the medical field in any capacity, please check on them. Please send a note. Hey, how are you doing? Is there anything I can do for you? And actually mean it. I no longer can go to a grocery store after work in my scrubs because one, the grocery stores are closed, but then two, what's on my scrubs? So it means the world to us if someone texts and say, hey, can I get you something from the grocery store, like toilet paper, because there's none. So please check on your medical professionals, and please pray for us. Okay, thanks. All right, so that's all the seriousness for this little, I always want to say episode, but video, this little video. I just wanted to make this really quick just to let you know that those of us who are seasoned homeschoolers, we are ready to answer any of your questions when it comes to what you need to do. Now, know that once you come and you ask us these questions, and of course you're not coming to our house because, social distancing, but when you're on the phone or when you text us about these things, know that even though we may be on the phone like, yeah, in the back of our mind, we're like, yeah, remember, because it feels, I don't know, it kind of feels like pop your collar, like, you coming to me, the one who you said you didn't know how I could do it. Oh, that girl, that's who you asking for advice? Okay, sit down, let me help you. The queen has arrived, So it's really cool because we get to gloat a little bit. Now, I do have empathy for all of you because your hand was so forced in this matter. For those of us who have been homeschooling, especially homeschooling for a long time, most of us got to plan it out. It wasn't like, oh, we have to take Johnny out of school. Although some people have that situation. Most of us were like, okay, we're going to take you out of school on X date. Now let me get all my material. Whereas for you, school just closed. There's no more coming back from spring break, and we're closing the library, and we're closing the bookstore. Amazon's delayed. So it's hard getting all these things set up. So know that we do have empathy, but we also have to gloat. Number 2, once we get started giving you all this information, it is hard to stop. We love talking about homeschooling, especially to someone who's like panicked about it or frantic about it or feel like giving up. We want to help you. We want to see you succeed. So every little trick that's in my bin or every little thing that's worked for our family, sorry, I saw my dog's shadow. We're going to want to give to you and say, here, what about this? What about this? What about this? And we may overload you with information. So many times I akin the homeschool movement to the natural hair movement. When I first cut my hair, I had no clue what products would work in my head. So I bought all kind of stuff, from $1 things to $50 things. It was absurd until I could find what worked for my hair. And homeschoolers are the exact same way. We'll go with a cheap curriculum or a very expensive curriculum. We'll go with all online, or we'll go with all self-taught. It's a broad range. And so doing that, we have this plethora of information that we can give to you, but just tell us to slow down. Tell us, I just want to know about math. What are you using for math? How do you do this? It's okay. You can slow us down. And the very, very last thing that I want you to know whenever you're talking to your homeschool friend about what to do, know without a shadow of a doubt, we are trying to convert you. We want you to never stop homeschooling. Now, we may say, yeah, I understand that when school gets back, you're going to send her back, but we don't want you to. We honestly don't want you to. We want you to think about sending your innocent, beautiful child back into that germy, nasty, infested school with this teacher who you don't even know her middle name. And if she really likes frappuccinos, you send her with her all day? Nah. We want you to really keep going with this homeschool thing. We want you to know that your child is probably going to like homeschooling better and will flourish better in that setting. We want you to know that you're going to learn to like it. This is just a new situation for you. You're going to learn to like it. So we want you to know that we are going to try to convert you. I always think about, as a Christian, in the Bible, it tells me that when I get to heaven, God is going to say one of two things. He's going to say, well done, my good and faithful servant, or he's going to say, get away from me, I never knew you. That one is the one you don't want to hear. In homeschooling, it's like, good job, you converted another one, or you let that one go back to public school, you are ashamed. No one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear that. So yes, we're all trying to convert you. Don't worry, don't freak out. I'm sure you've already found a lot of things on YouTube. I'm going to try to up my ante as well and give you more things as well. This is a great, great community that we have here, and I'm sure that you will learn a lot. Yeah, I was doing so good. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later. Bye.